This is Pulse 95
It's Yalla Home.
with Anna Schofield.
The Big House.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to Tuesday. It's a hump day, middle of the week. Are you feeling a bit dippy? That's because it's the middle of the week. And tomorrow, it's going to be nearly the weekend. Anna Schofield, Big House, in play on Yalla Home now on Pulse 95.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace and love and blessings to everybody tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, big up to you. You got to hit us that subscribe button because we are actually live on YouTube 24 hours. You know, I was actually listening to Pulse 95 radio yesterday on YouTube.
Amazing, isn't it?
There was nobody in the studio. It was like 11 p.m. I was like checking it out. But yeah, you can watch us right now as we dive deep into really crazy issues and crazy topics like we do, Anna Schofield, on Yalla Home.
Always.
What are we talking about today?
Well, there's so much, actually. There's lots of entertainment stuff. So that's really good fun. We've got news on Broadway, what's happening with the theatres and when they're going to open and when they're not going to open. And lots of kind of awards ceremonies. There's the BET Awards, there's the Brit Awards, there's all sorts of awards. We're going to be talking about those.
Music greats. Can you give us a hint?
I can give you a hint.
Yalla,
but
because I like the song.
You like it?
Yeah.
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 It's a floor filler.
It's a floor what?
A floor filler.
A floor filler.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you must have heard that expression before.
No.
Well, I've used it about 18 times on the show in the last week.
Okay.
No, as in if this is played in a club, you're getting up to dance. You're filling
nice.
the floor.
Okay.
So you're going to love it.
Nice. We're also going to be talking about something I watched yesterday, actually today morning, got me emotional. Channel 4. This is back in the UK, 2013. I'm going to show you the video. Channel 4 in the UK is the first mainstream British TV channel to broadcast the Muslim call to prayer live each morning throughout the month long of Ramadan, which was really beautiful. And obviously, a gentleman by the name of Hassin Rasool, he's considered one of the best muezzins in the UK.
Right.
And it's like a 1 minute and a half, but I mean, watching him kind of do the adhan in the middle of London, I want you to tell me what you think about it. And
do they show London?
They show London.
I bet it's around the corner from where I used to live.
Very, very emotional, really cool. And, it's something that we really need now.
Right.
So bad. So I just thought I'd share that with you.
Nice.
We're also going to be talking about the fact that Sharjah schools are set to reopen with strict measures.
Woohoo.
And a friend of mine was messaging me yesterday, Anna, telling me about that their kids' school, gave them kind of 4 or 3 options.
Yeah.
And now everybody is kind of, I think it's going to be up to parents what to decide. But yeah, they have 3 options, so we'll definitely talk about that.
I love it. There's only one option. Get the kids back in the school.
That's what some parents are saying, yeah.
Just get them back. But the kids want to go as well.
True.
And if we're going to malls and we're going to beaches and we're allowed out, then the kids should be allowed at school. That's how I feel. The end. And lastly, Donald Trump. We've got to talk about the fact that he's been suspended from Twitch and Reddit has shut down the supporters forum for him because he's just,
something else. Man, oh man, I'm telling you, I want you guys to buckle up because Yalla Home is going to take over your radio. This is a little bit of Uncle Cracker for you. This is Follow Me. Peace and love and blessings. Watch us on YouTube, Pulse 95 Radio. You can see our faces. Uncle Cracker, take it away. We're going to be right back.
It's Yalla Home.
With Anna Schofield.
The Big House.
Yalla Home, Pulse 95. Nice having you with us. Now, since the lockdown started and the pandemic grew, we have started each show off with kind of the results and the facts and the figures of what's been going on across the UAE, but also across the world.
100%.
Let's start with the UAE, Has. Tell us
Yes,
everything.
ma'am. 30th of June, 2020. 421 cases announced today.
That's a bit higher.
Yeah, I mean, again, the average is, this is just announced just like 25 or half an hour ago, 421 cases, again, 421 cases, and recovery 490 plus recoveries today, bringing the total number in the UAE right now to 48,667. Oh, okay.
Right, okay, okay.
So 48,667 total cases in the UAE right now. Out of which, again, if you add the math to this one, there will be around 37,000 recovery in total.
Okay.
So this is kind of really, I think right now, if you want to talk about the curve flattening and stuff like that, you can really be, sure. I'm reading over here from our, Sharjah News platform. They confirmed that 37,566 cases in the UAE been recovered, and as a total. So, I mean, that's a very, very good kind of rate when it comes to that. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday who said that her family was diagnosed with COVID-19, and You know, they're feeling well, they're feeling good, but you know, obviously you had to go through what you had to go through.
Yeah.
And you know, your body. I mean, with this specific family, the body kind of fought it off. I was saying, what medicine would you take?
Yeah.
And she's saying nothing. It's vitamin, juice, and Panadol.
Right.
Period. It's like a
Just-
normal flu.
Yeah.
And that's why it's tricky. Is the second
terrifying,
you don't know what you're going through. And you remember in the beginning we were debating: is it different than the flu? Is it the same as the flu? What's going on right there? Obviously, right now it's just a matter of testing. If you feel that you have the symptoms and you're feeling, you know, tired,
Yeah.
definitely go test, and that will definitely, you know, take away all the doubts that you have. If you have it, it's not the end of the world, because a lot of people are getting it and then they're actually
And more people are surviving. 3/4.
way more people are surviving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and remember that flu is a killer, and we talk about flu as if it's this normal thing. You know, flu can kill you, and,
is.
and its figures are terrible.
They talked about that in the beginning. Flu
Yeah.
is the number one killer,
That's
you know?
right, that's right.
Yeah.
That's why when a man says he has flu, I always go, "You haven't. You have a cold."
Yeah. The man
You know,
flu.
The man flu is very different to real flu.
She's already taking shots, guys. Come on, hit me
Yeah.
up. 4215. It's still out there. Watch us on YouTube. You gotta see that.
Lock
Back
and
me
load.
up.
Come on, I just wanted some controversy. Let's go. Let's flick around the world. The world news is so interesting
Yellow.
today. Right, let's go over to the UK first, because why wouldn't I start there? They are now starting to localise lockdown in the UK. So what they're doing is they've now given us a map of the areas in the UK that are the most affected by COVID-19. Loving your jazz funk going on in the background.
Yeah.
So this I love it.
I woke up to this vibe.
I love it. US3. Anyway, so they're doing this localized kind of regional lockdown, and if it's bad, then they are locking down that particular area. This is a great thing to do, because there are some areas in the UK that really don't have high numbers and high figures, and they're not allowed to go out, and that's silly. So they're breaking it all down, and obviously everyone's up in arms about that, because that's how we roll in the UK. We don't go down without a fight. Also coming out of the UK, but obviously will have implications for the rest of the globe. Students who were supposed to sit GCSEs and A-level exams this year have been told that their marks will be taken from the coursework. So they didn't have to sit the exam.
Oh.
Now, obviously, I don't know how I would feel about that. It would literally depend. If my daughter had done astounding A's all through her coursework, I'd be like, happy days, you don't have to sit the exam, you're going to get an A, baby. But if I didn't feel that she'd done that well in her coursework, then the exam would have been important to me, and I would want her to sit the exam.
Yeah.
So parents are going to be there hedging, going, right, well, is this good or is this not? They've come out now and said, and for everybody, I mean, this is good for parents here as well. We have GCSEs and A-levels all over the UAE. If they don't like the coursework grade, you can resit the exam. You can sit an exam. So they've come out and said that. So that's for parents who might be worrying. Let's go over to America. We've got Donald Trump apparently telling Theresa May, when she was Prime Minister of the UK, that she was weak on a phone call. That's nice, isn't it? And we all know that he's quite sexist. So, I mean, yeah, just that's...
He's such a nice guy, isn't he?
What a nice man.
Yeah, very nice man.
Well, like, that's relevant.
Yeah.
You're dealing with someone, you're chatting to someone about world issues. Do you really need to get personal? You're weak. The end. In fact, you'll
But that's-
smell and have bad hair. You know what?
Again, see, Anna, without, interrupting you, sorry, I just think Donald Trump personally never scares me. It's the people that actually believe in his ideologies, because one person can't do anything. And believe it
You're
or
right.
not, a lot of people are saying he might actually be re-elected.
Oh,
so that
it's
kind of
just out
narrative,
there, yeah.
it's
Yeah.
forget the politics. It's the narrative. It's stuff like that. Like, who does things like this?
Yeah.
Who goes on and says, hey, like if you close your eyes, the COVID-19 goes away. And this is this is not a
That was one
clown.
of his-
This is like,
one of his amazing
he's
statements.
and this is what worries me. Take politics away, because he's a businessman, right?
Yeah.
I didn't expect him to do well in politics. He's a businessman, and maybe a good businessman, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Who am I to judge? But the personality and the humane in him is the issue.
He doesn't have any humanity, you know. But staying with America, Kim Kardashian, it's announced today, Kim Kardashian West is a billionaire.
Wasn't she before?
Well, I think that obviously she was up there in the rich stakes, but we've got Kanye celebrating with all sorts of tweets. You know, when you look at that and you go, really, Kim Kardashian is a billionaire? I
Yeah.
don't even know what to do with that, really. You've got horrendous stuff going on over sort of China, Hong Kong way. They are spitting and fighting about all sorts of things. And you've got Belgium in the news because they are actually going back now and saying that a lot of Belgium's riches came from all sorts of kind of blood wars and what can I say that will be even and neutral. You know all the protests that are going on at the moment?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it sounds like Belgium's riches didn't come in the nicest of ways. And so Belgium is now making the news for the wrong reasons over there. So that is your global news today. Very weird.
Man, oh man. Let us know if we missed anything. 4215 at Slatendu.
It's important.
A lot of things are happening. Okay, let's play a little bit of Freak with Somalian artist based in the UAE. Incredible guy. This one is produced by Don Fuego, also an amazing producer, and it's called Shweya. I really like the vibe of this
Yeah,
one.
I
Put up
like
the
it.
volume for this one. Always Pulse 95 Radio. Yalla home, we're gonna be right back. Freaky, take it away.
Yeah. لا 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 ما بضيع وقتي مع بعض الناس لا 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 Hold up for a minute while you're running so fast أعطيني بس فرصة شوية 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 Let me buy you anything كل شي عليا دقيقة بس لحظة شوية يا نطلع من هنا نتكلم في سيارة على رواق أعزمك على غدا ولا دنا جوعان عشان كده أصلا ما في مزاج يبي كانوا دون فويغو قولي هذا وينه إذا شفته طلع عينه والله بجي بيته يا تتصل وانا مارد تتكلم وانا بارد مقصر انا عارف ما بعيد انا حالف لا 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 ما بضيع وقتي مع بعض الناس لا 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 Hold up for a minute while you're running so fast أعطيني بس فرصة شوية 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 Let me buy you anything كل شي عليا دقيقة بس لحظة شوية يا خلينا نتفاهم بيني وبينك أنا سوري كنت ظالم ربي هو عالم نص الوقت كنت تجيني وأنا ضارب ما عليك من كلام الناس أعتقد أنا مأثر فيكي والله أنا حاسس ضيع وقتي كله في الميوزك أنا داعس الحين نفس الناس يقولوا فيكي هو طاحس تتصل وأنا مارد تتكلم وأنا بارد مقصر أنا عارف ما بعيد أنا حالف لا 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 ما بضيع وقتي مع بعض الناس لا 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 Hold up for a minute while you're running so fast أعطيني بس فرصة شوية 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 Let me buy you anything كل شي عليا دقيقة بس لحظة شوية يا
It's Yalla Home
With Anna Schofield.
and Big House.
On a Tuesday afternoon across the UAE. Hi from us, Anna Schofield, Big House.
100% Anna Schofield. So this is just in, obviously, the mosques in the UAE and other worship places are actually going to be reopening.
Amazing.
Except, I believe, the Friday prayers. This is the one that is not going to be, is still, I think, on hold.
Right.
But yeah, you know, all the mosques across the UAE, you know,
July
are
the 1st.
going to be opening from July the 1st.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a beautiful thing, of course. But again, Friday prayers is the one that has many people coming in at the same time, obviously, to do the Friday prayers. And, you know, blessings. I think it's I mean, later on during the show, Anna, I want to discuss with you like this Channel 4, and I want to show it to you. I want to show you the visuals. Channel 4 in the UK, ladies and gentlemen, was the first mainstream British TV channel to actually broadcast the Muslim call to prayer on TV and mainstream media. This was back in 2013, really way back. So kind of got me emotional. I was watching it today, and you know, I thought I'd share it with you. But yeah, it's a beautiful thing, you know, to have the you know, mosques reopen again.
Yeah, I just love the fact that everything is gradually getting back to normal. You know, I've missed it. I've missed all of these things. And obviously I'm not in the mosques, but my friends are, and I want it all back. There are obviously safety measures to be included here, just so that you know, if you're thinking, oh great, the mosques are open, that's great, but it's going to be capped at 30%. So when you do go there, obviously be aware that those will be the changes. Physical distancing has to be 3 meters among worshippers. They're still banning gatherings and greetings such as handshakes, so none of that. And frequently sanitize your hands. Everyone's going to say, please keep doing that. All worshippers, that's a hard word. They must wear a mask at all times. And, you know, all these things, just they're normal stuff. Just be very, very careful. It's really important.
Yeah, no, 100%. Anna Schofield, let us know, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about that? Peace and blessings.
It's Yalla Home.
With Anna Schofield.
A big house.
Yes, it is, and it's hump day, middle of the week, Tuesday. We get through this one. We're on the downward slope to the weekend. Anna Schofield and Big House with you. Now, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. We're talking schools. When are they going back? Obviously, if they're going back, are they going back with
Full-time?
Full-time. And the discussion, Anna, is the following. So somehow it seems to be that there's kind of 3 options.
Right, hit me.
Option number 1, and tell me which option you and your kids would prefer.
All right.
And also you guys, 4215, it's a lot and do.
Yeah.
Option number 1, September, kids go back normally to school. Social distancing is there. All the precautions that school has said, you know, wearing masks and no gathering. That's option number 1.
Okay.
Option number 2,
Yeah.
like you said a couple of weeks ago, Anna, that they're going to go like 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And 2 times, distance learning at home.
Yeah.
Which kind of reduces the whole, oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not going 5 times a week. Option number 3, which is the option that's currently available right now, is the social, far away distance learning.
Yeah, no.
So which one are you with? I'm
No
pretty sure
to
I get
3.
1. No to 3? What?
No to number 3.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. Look, I kind of feel we're in it. We're in it. The first option that they're talking about, where everyone goes back, I think one of the things that I heard suggested was that maybe term 2, we all go back 100%.
Yeah.
I do actually want to commit to it. I kind of just do. Wear the masks. Wear the sanitizer. We're all wear the sanitizer. Just wear sanitizer.
You
people.
wear it.
No,
Look,
you know
I'm
what I
wearing
mean?
one now.
Using it, he's wearing it.
see?
And you are literally prolific with that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably put it on.
I got a
3
lady
or
at
4
home,
times
she's
a-
like, hey, you got to put that sanitizer on you every 10 to 15 minutes. I'm like, okay, sure.
Is she like, get away from that Anna Schofield? She's covered. She's riddled in it. But the suggestion of the halfway house is a bit sort of a laissez-faire for me. I'm not loving it. I'll take it. It's
Yeah.
better than option 3 of everyone's
option
at home.
2.
Option 2, yeah, because what they're saying is that they can then cut the school in half.
Yeah.
So 50% of the pupils are in on Sunday, 50% in on Monday, no one in on Tuesday,
Yeah.
and then you get another day. So they're going to do 3 days at home learning, 2 days at school. I just feel, look, let's just do it. Because you know what? If it does go wrong, or if it does, cause cases, I don't know, they can always cut it down. But
I hear you 100%. I mean, I
Isn't it?
spoke to our marketing guru Christina, and she kind of brought
did
up
she
a very kind of important point.
All right.
Where parents all of a sudden had to be teachers, and not all parents
Yeah.
are equipped.
No.
To that,
Yeah.
hey, I know math. 1 + 1 = 2. Okay, 10
That's
times
not
45.
math. That's
I know,
not
I
the
know,
math that
I
the
know,
kids
I know.
do.
The algebras, the geometries,
Oh, they're doing my head
chemistry.
in.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, I think parents from another angle found themselves, hey, I'm not supposed to know these things, or I forgot them, or I never actually learned them.
yeah.
So-
Maths, I just got the most awful grade. Like, I am not the person to come to.
Yeah.
And when the kids come to me with their things in brackets and the AB squared, like, honey,
Yeah.
I'm not your girl.
Wow, AB squared just reminded me. No, please, okay. So
To the
it's-
power of three.
I think it's wow. It's interesting, the whole kind of conversation. I don't know if the school will do like a voting thing or a voting system, because it's the discussion of the town. if you
Very
wanna say.
democratic, yeah.
Are they actually going to do that? Are they going to be a voting thing? Because from many of the people that kind of talked about it, whether they're celebrities, whether they're media people who have mass following, it seems to be that the majority want options 2 and 3. There aren't many that want. There
So
are
just
some.
clarify, options 2 and 3
Which
are the
is
halfway house.
Halfway house, and then
Or-
full house, which is kind of interesting. There were some
hang on,
people.
because option 3 I thought was at home. So you need to
At
clarify.
home.
So
Correct.
What? So people want to keep their kids at home again?
Majority of, like, if you, and it's tricky, but the
Why?
people who voiced their opinion on one were having your scream. We're like, hey, we can't take this anymore.
No.
I'm not a teacher. I wasn't prepared for this. This is not happening.
Yeah.
And then these people were somehow, I'm not gonna say the word attacked, but like,
Were
hey, would you rather your son or your kid to be more because they're, they will catch a virus and then they will get it to you and then the whole family gets sick and then the debate was like,
And of
you
course,
never know.
I don't want that to happen.
Of course, no one wants that
Of
to
course,
happen.
no,
Yeah.
but I don't believe necessarily that. I don't think keeping them home again is
Yeah.
good for them. Everything is opening. Everything is opening. Now, if you're going to open everything,
Mm.
and kids can go to the malls now, under 12s can go to the malls.
Yeah.
I was in a restaurant last night.
There were kids.
There were kids, but also the social distancing was interesting. Oh, I was going to tell you about this. You will what do you think of this? I'm going to
Okay.
set the scene for
Shoot.
you while we're talking about this.
Shoot.
All right. I think the legal limit in a restaurant at the moment, you can book a table for 6 people.
Okay.
Okay, because I have. So 6 people, and there was 2 tables of 6.
Okay.
Okay. They were clearly not family members. Lots and lots of women, few guys. And then they wanted a shot. So they said to the waitress, can you take a shot, please? It was someone's birthday. So they all got
Everyone
together.
kinda got together for the
and
camera
she's
shot.
taking the shot. And I was there
Yeah.
going, is this allowed?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to? No one. So that's me. And then they went back to their 2 tables. They sung happy birthday. There was a cake. He blew out the candles at the cake. Excuse me. I just people are funny. Now, if that's going on, then we may as well send the kids to school.
I think, look, it's a good debate. It's a good debate to have. And again, I kind of putting myself, I'm just watching this whole thing kind of rumble because, again, my kid doesn't go to school. He's homeschooled. And again, just reading comments, it's been crazy. There was this girl who's 10 years old. She's a famous DJ in here.
Oh, that's right.
She's
yeah.
amazing.
I
Her
know
name is
her.
DJ Michelle. Shout out to DJ Michelle. She actually said, I'm learning a lot on online schooling. So again, you're not going to satisfy everybody.
Yeah, you see, and I don't believe that. So I got my kids' reports today, and both of them have gone down. My son in particular, and he said, "Please send me back to school." And he was not the one I expected
See,
to
I
say
mean,
that.
again, I think
He
that's
wants to
very,
go.
very important because you'll have. This is what I'm talking about. Obviously, there's a population in there who either goes to school. Now, what's the percentage that wants 1, 2, or 3?
Yeah.
And you can't just say, let's go to 1, and 80% of the country that says doesn't want to. Like, for example,
Yeah.
And then you'll have I'm not sending my kids to school, then hence I'm not going to.
See, Hass, this is why I live in a kingdom, because you don't have to think about this.
Yeah.
Once you get into a democracy situation, look, everyone's fighting. I don't want a democratic vote.
Yeah.
I'd like my beautiful UAE government to just say, you're all going back to school,
This
and
is
we all have
happening.
to do it.
Let's go. Let
Yeah.
us know. 4215
Start
Etisalat
letting
and do. Ladies and
democracy
gentlemen, brothers and sisters. All right, let's play a little bit of Cali B, who's a Saudi artist. I hope he's watching us right now. So Cali B, if you're watching, big up to you, my brother. Peace and blessings to you and your work. This is an amazing song. You will love this song, and everybody loves this song as well. This is Move, ladies and gentlemen. Cali B, big up to the brother. We're going to be right back. Keep it locked. Oh, it's Pulse 95 Radio. Put your peace sign up. Support your local artists.
I can see you notice that your man are bogus. You're making me lose focus. Sunken place hypnosis. I can tell that you notice me. You don't like it, then it's say la vie. Come closer, let me tell you something. Let me tell you, girl, I got what you want. From the night to the morn. Just take it easy, dripping on Fiji. I put you on. I'ma be touching caressing. Girl, that body is a blessing. I'ma make it my possession. The way you're moving is impressing. Let me see you move to the rhythm. Move to the rhythm. Let me see you move to the rhythm. Move to the rhythm. Now slide to the left, slide to the right. I'm trying to get personal. Like, send me a picture, I need a visual. Hey, mommy, you professional. Make me throw these commas in decimals. That body is a work of art. I knew from the jump you were a star. I like the way you do it on God. Said I like the way you do it on God. Now move the body, yeah, move the body. Drop dead to the flow like you. A zombie, hit him with the wave like tsunami. Call me in the trench when you move around me, yeah. Girls wanna be you. You the whole thing, they're a preview. You feeling the rhythm, baby, me too. Let me see you move to the rhythm. Move to the rhythm. Let me see you move to the rhythm. Move to the rhythm. Now slide. go. Drop it for me, Lolo. Let me see you go, go. Drop it for me, Lolo. Hey. Let me see you go, go. Hey. Drop it for me, Lolo. Hey. Let me see you go, go. Hey. Drop it for me, Lolo. Hey. Now move. Stop. Move. Stop. Let me see you move to the rhythm. Move to the rhythm. Let me see you move to the rhythm. Move to the rhythm. Now slide to the left, 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 left. Slide to the right, 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 right. Now slide to the left, 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 left. Slide to the right, 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 right.
Pulse 95.
It's Yalla Home
With Anna Schofield.
and Big House.
Yalla Home, another 2 hours. We are live through till 8 o'clock on Pulse 95.
100%, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters tuning in. Coming up in this hour, we're going to be talking about the fact that calm parents have a positive effect on kids.
It's
Wow.
true, you know. It's properly true that. I
Yeah.
saw this and went, right, I need to talk about this. I have learned so much from just keeping my cool. What I've learned is, all families go through stuff. All your kids need to do is feel safe and they will handle a situation. If mummy is
It's calm.
together, the world is fine.
Interest-
Nothing's swinging
Agree.
off its axis.
Agree with that.
So even if you're inside, you are literally wanting to
Fire.
scream, throw yourself at the wall, throw yourself off a building. Actually, if you turn around and go, life, crazy, let's have pancakes, they go, oh, cool, we'll have pancakes.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, you're right. I
so-
totally. We're also going to be talking about the BET Awards in the U.S. actually being happening and winners announced. What's this about the Brit Awards though? 2021.
They've postponed it, and it's really interesting. So, and this is 2021 as well. So we're talking February 21. They are postponing for 3 months. I'll tell you all about it.
Nice. The music greats with Anna Schofield up next.
Lady.
Lady. Mojo.
Yeah. You
Where is he
remember?
from, or where are they from? Are they a band?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Yeah,
She'll tell
it's
us. Okay.
coming.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be right back. This is Saudi rapper Mulham telling you Wahashtini, which means I miss you, and we miss you too. Pulse 95 Radio on YouTube as well. Watch us 24 hours. We're going to be right back.
It's Yalla Home
With Anna Schofield.
and Big House.
Nice.
Music's greatest songs.
It's going well today.
Greatest songs worth covering. Original
Yo, what's
classics.
wrong with the colors, man? Definitely not that. It's more like this, you guys. Come on.
You're beeping me, House. Don't beep me. Okay.
Bam. It's actually, it could be in two ways. Buzzer beater means
Buzzer.
like stop what you're doing and watch here. Or in the other, it's going to be like, hey,
Sounds like you're clawing your way out of a big cross.
I haven't
to me.
heard what you said yet, so yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
I'm going through my French house music DJ sort of element at the moment. This
Mojo
is
is
the
French.
second one. Yeah.
Really? That I didn't know. Well,
They
let's
are.
talk about that.
They're French. And yesterday's duo was also French, Daft Punk. But actually, it was the songs that that have brought us here. So it's a complete accident that, I'm doing day 2 of a French house duo. A bit more jazz funk on yesterday's Daft Punk, but at the same time, the two guys that I'm going to talk about who form Mojo, who is the band. How do you say it? Because you say it in a cool way.
I don't know, I said Mojo.
Mojo. You see, you got that Arabic thing going on.
Mojo.
Mojo. Yeah.
Mojo.
The English, we go Mojo.
Mojo without the D.
Yeah, it was sort of a D.
Mojo.
But it's just like Mojo. Yeah.
Okay.
We don't say it nicely. You say
People
it
are
better.
laughing now. Like,
Yeah, they were-
it's Mojo.
Brits. You see, what can you do with them? But let's talk about this because it turns out that I love French house music. I didn't realise until I started sort of investigating it this week, and I'm like, oh, clearly I'm loving the French scene. This was around in the year 2000. There's not anyone on the planet, I'm sure, who doesn't know this loop.
Oh,
that is
believe me, there are.
underneath me.
There are plenty, especially
Come
people who were
on.
born in 2000.
Okay, forgiven.
Yeah.
But anyone who is even at the age of 10 knows the loop that's going on in our ears. Like it's been played everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Even if you don't know the lyrics, you know the sound. So Mojo, French house musical duo, and they're two producers basically, but one sings. Romain Tranchart, and he was actually born in 1976. So
Nicely
he not
said
young.
with the name right there.
Thanks. And Yann Destagnois. No, I don't know how to pronounce it. Destagnois, I think. And they call him sort of Yann Destal. So
What's
there
up,
we
Yann?
go. And he's from 1978. So major success with this single, Lady Hear Me Tonight. And the funny thing about this is, guess who was their kind of mojo for this song? Guess who they love?
Craig David.
No, Daft Punk.
Daft
Stay
Punk,
with me.
which we talked about.
We talked about yesterday. And I thought that was quite interesting. Complete inspiration through Daft Punk, but also jazz classics, which is what I love. So they were a fan of house music. They were influenced by DJ Sneak, Ian Pooley, and Daft Punk was massive, massive, massive. And so they have this kind of funk legacy going on that they want to fulfill and they want to aspire to. And this is what they did. They came up with this song. They had a few hits afterwards, but none as big as this one. This song rattled around the charts in like 10 countries. I'm just going to get the stats out there for you. I feel it was number one, 2011. Chic added the song to their concert set list, which is quite interesting. But basically, I just want the actual stats. So it was released on June the 25th in the year 2000, lead single from their self-titled debut studio album, and just was this huge worldwide success. I think the simplicity of the loop has a lot to do with it. It's and the whole jazz feel to it.
Simplicity of the loop. I like that. Man, it's going to be getting technical right now.
Yeah, but it is though, isn't it? Like we all know it. It's just listen to how easy it is.
Yeah, and the lyrics of it, like, you know, you can hear the lady.
Like the beat is, it's just brilliant. And it just stormed through music charts everywhere. Ireland, Spain, Switzerland. I mean, Europe loved it. UK. It went to the Hot Dance Club songs in the US. It won awards. It was doing its thing, and everyone loved it. Apparently, it's in B flat minor. I don't know, let's not go there. I don't really know much about it. But they have literally inserted themselves into kind of musical hall of fames with this song. And it is still, even now, if you go somewhere on a Friday and there is a DJ playing a set of kind of Western tunes, this song's in there. And even if you were born sort of in the year 2000, bet you're dancing to the song now.
No,
Like,
really.
Yeah.
I had to break it to you.
You're
The kids
wrong.
nowadays are very harsh. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. If you're like 12 or 13 or 15 and listening to this and dancing.
12 or 13, I agree. But if you were born in 2000, then you're 20 and you are dancing.
Let's talk about that. I'm feeling I'm feeling so weirded out and a little bit of I'm not gonna say angry with the
you're angry.
generation of this not even taking, you know, obviously they have parents or people that used to listen to these songs.
Yeah.
They don't even give it a chance, and that's kind of bothers me a bit.
TikTok generation, it's
TikTok
driving me
generation.
crazy. They have 5-second
Agreed.
memory. I remember I keep harping on about this, and I tell all the artists that we interview, you know, I played an album once in the car, and my kids have not forgotten it. Oh, over and over with that same guy's
Yeah.
songs. I was like, it's called an album, kids.
Quick. It's
Come
fast
on.
food.
Yeah, and when they take over in the car and they put their phone's music on, I'm like, oh, they skip songs. They're halfway through. They don't get the vibe. All the artists are different.
Yeah.
There's no feeling to it.
Interesting.
I'm over it. And when I released the exclusive interview with Mark Hill, Artful Dodger,
That legendary interview, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to miss that one.
it's coming.
It's coming soon.
I've been editing it for 3 years. Anyway, let's hear this song, Lady Hear Me Tonight by Mojo. Totally famous French house duo. This is their biggest hit.
I see you, Mikey. Sorry, I see you, Mikey.
Yeah,
dance.
he's-
Oh, he
look.
dancing.
I rest my case. You see?
Mikey's 24 though.
He is living it.
Mikey's 24.
I said, but 20. I said, you're 20-something, you're dancing to it. He knows the look. He's living it. If only this were like perfect, right? Yeah.
It's Yalla Home.
With Anna Schofield.
Big House.
Anna Schofield and Big House is right. It's Yalla Home, Pulse 95. Nice afternoon. It's midweek, so we are midway through the week. Let's talk about parenting and being a calm parent. If you're
Yeah.
not a parent, this don't start going, oh, I'm going to switch over and find something else to talk about.
Watch me dance on YouTube. I'm dancing right now. I
You
swear to God.
you can watch House Dance on YouTube. That's definitely an option. Or you can think about how you were as a kid and how your parents dealt with situations, because this is really, really interesting stuff. So the conversation headline was
Yeah.
calm parents have a positive negative effect on kids. The reason the discussion started was because a little boy's father, I won't say the little boy's name, little boy's father went to a doctor and said, I just want to say I'm not sure that hyperactivity attention diagnosis that you gave my son is right. He's been a different kid in lockdown. He's calmer and he doesn't need much discipline. His kindergarten teacher gives him projects online. He's looking forward to doing them. He's proud of what he does. And actually, because he'd been diagnosed with this hyperactivity attention disorder, they'd given him medicines. And the parents said, we stopped his meds because he just doesn't need them. Now, this is really interesting, okay? What actually seemed to be the case was that the child that they're talking about, because then it obviously goes into a long piece about it, was feeding off his parents. So while the parents were working and busy lives and in and out and doing all that, and this is terrifying for me because I'm a busy person. The child was also getting that kind of busy anxiety. And also being busy at school and busy at this and busy at that. And actually, that was creating the hyperactivity.
Really?
So once parents calmed down through lockdown, this is one of those interesting things. Remember my son turned to me a few weeks ago and said, well, it's been really nice seeing more of you, Mummy. Crushing for a parent because you go, oh, heart squeeze, wow, because you don't want to do things wrong. And I spend a lot of time as a mum hoping that I'm getting it right.
You gotta do what you gotta do, though, like, you know.
I've got to hustle. I'm single mum. I can't just go, fine, I'm going to paint my nails and be here when you get home from school, darling. It's just not an option for me. But also I love my job as well, so I can't blame it on that. I have to be real, and I love what I do, and I'm very lucky and privileged to be here. You know, we get paid for sitting here and talking to people. We're blessed. Completely blessed.
That's an option.
Yeah, no.
I'm kidding.
Come on.
Yeah, no, that's true.
But what I have learned definitely as a parent, and what this and you'll have to tell me what you think now, especially with an autistic son. Like, you're going to have a completely different spin on this. Any sort of traumatic times that maybe me and my two children, and I used to say to them, we're the Three Musketeers, guys, we will get through this. You know, the AC breaks down and I'm a mum on my own. I have to fix it, okay? It's not like there's a big dad who's going to come along and fix it. There's no one that's going to go to the electric circuit board and go, right, what's tripped? It's me. It's me. You know, the dog's got out. It's in the road. It's me running down the road to get the dog. And so what I found through a process of elimination and just life was that if I thought it was funny, or if I made it into a joke, or if I was just super calm, went, oh, well, let's have pancakes. Kids were like, okay, this is fine. This is all fine. Mummy's not losing it, so it's obviously all right. We're sitting in the dark. It's a bit hot in here. Something's happened, but Mummy thinks it's funny, and we're lighting a candle, and we're all going to have banana. So do you know what I mean? It's those kind of simple things.
The calmer effect. No, I agree 100%. I think it makes a big difference. What is calm? Because
calm
does
is
that
not
mean
freaking out?
Oh, 100%. If that means this, but you know, sometimes it's just depending on the news that you get. Because like it's just, you know, again, you know, like this is a very tricky subject. So when it comes to, for example, I know that for a fact, like when husband and wife fight a lot in front of the kids, that's horrible. Proven to be like, you know, whether the kid gets affected or not, that's proven to be
stressful.
It's stressful to anybody, you know, like, you know, whether you're a kid or not a kid, like it's stressful to see two people, you know, fighting, and you're in the middle, you don't know what to choose and what to do. So
especially people who are the ones you're looking up to for safety and security.
Yeah. So I think I'm really going to be intrigued and interested to see what's the comment. Like, so when you say like calm parents, because I know a lot of people who are considered calm, but in a way that can also be a bit negative. I mean that in a very good way.
Okay,
meaning,
tell me, what do you mean?
Calm meaning no reaction. So there has to be a you know, like, you show that you're human. Nothing is, you know, there are people like that, and respect to that. But I mean, I'm definitely not like that. And I think this is where you play the dad-mom balance. You have to have a balance. Yeah. Like in my case, for example, Hanan is the person in the relationship, for example, when it comes to Ahmed, who's my son, maybe much more directional. For me, I'm giving this tough love or rough love. Okay. So it's more like that's
being dad.
You need a balance, and I think it is like, I'm not gonna say good cop, bad cop, but I'm just saying you need that.
That's right. Yeah.
The whole calming thing, though, is very interesting, because I I'm not I personally, this is my own personal opinion. I think everything that you need to have a reaction. You can't just be calm to everything.
No, but
the way
it's
you
not
handle
about-
it though.
Yeah, the way
if
you handle it.
AC is broken, you
Yeah.
can be like, oh no. You
Can't
can make
sit
actually
crying
something
on the floor
100%.
because the kids will, oh wow, what's going to
They
happen?
will get affected.
Yeah, we're all going to
100%,
die, you know,
yeah.
and that's not the situation.
No.
but you
Yeah.
can, you know, for a child, it's
Yeah.
terrifying.
Agree.
So they will look to you for, should we be worried here? And you can
That's
even,
true.
you know, certainly I'm not scared of going, okay, we could panic about this, but let's not. Let's just take a minute.
But you're having a
What we
reaction
can-
here.
Yeah, so you've got to react.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to react. But if you actually laugh at it and go, this is bad, this is really hot, and the
Yeah.
AC's off, and I don't know who to call, let's have a banana,
Yeah.
and then we'll think, you know, it's all about
The thing
how you
depends
approach
of
it.
what happens to you. Like again, you know, like you can't. But you're right about like a lot of things. One of them is like how you react to things. And,
Yeah.
And I think when they teach you psychology, they tell you, oh, it's all depends on how you take things in. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
What's your reaction of how you take things in? And I think this is a big,
Right.
it's a big convo.
It is.
But
a
I do
big
agree that it has definitely a calming effect on kids for sure.
Well, now what they found is that what they're saying is lockdown has had a calming effect on children because parents haven't been as busy. You know, one parent might not be packing to fly out to Hong Kong for the big meeting.
Interesting.
Someone else isn't off to get three meetings done, and you know, the nanny's cooking the dinner.
The
and
kids are not going to school.
the kids aren't going to school. So what I have learned, yeah, my house is calmer in the mornings.
Yeah.
It used to be not chaos, but we were all
But don't you miss the
bleary-eyed.
chaos though?
I do, but funnily enough, my sleep pattern's so much better now. So I wake up about 7:38. I used to be 5:30. So now I'm used to that. And when the kids, you know, I'm obviously petitioning hard for kids
Yeah.
to be back at school in
You're like
September.
5:30 a.m. again.
Yeah, and
Are
let's
you okay
see
with that?
how. Well, let's see how I might have this pandemic reaction. But what they actually found
Yeah.
was that the child was calmer because the parents were calmer.
Yeah, makes
And-
total sense.
And it makes total sense.
Yeah, I mean, mom, dad. I think there's a big, you know, in Islam, for example, we have a saying like mom, then dad. There's a
Okay.
lot of focus on the mothers. And you know, the heaven is beneath our mothers' feet.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that we don't appreciate fathers, but I think there's a lot of appreciation to our mothers as well. And
That's
I think
nice.
it's, yeah, it is, I think, important. I think this whole debate between mom and dad, I just think they really kind of complete
It's
each other.
You know, yes, they do, and that's really important. And so, definitely, when you are in a home where there's more of one parent than the other, you know, it's always a concern for you. So you've got to try and work together,
Yeah.
especially when you've got a girl and a boy. I think you know it's very
Agree.
important.
Agree.
But definitely staying calm, apparently, and the calmer our lives are, the calmer our children's lives are.
Agree.
That's something we all need to think about.
Agree. 4215 Etisalat and Do. First time me and Anna Schofield agree in a while.
It's boring, isn't it?
It's a bit
Come
boring.
on, fight me.
Hey, I don't agree.
There we go.
4215 Etisalat and Do. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Pulse 95 Radio, where you can actually see us. Look, I'm waving right now. We got 350,000 people tuning in right now. So shout out to you guys. We're gonna
Yeah,
do
351.
Mikey looked at me. He's like, "What? Really?" Big up
Really?
to everyone.
Fact.
We're gonna go for the headline.
This is Pulse 95
It's Yalla Home.
with Anna Schofield.
Big House.
It is. It's Yalla Home on a Tuesday evening. We're live through till 8 o'clock. Anna and Hass at your service. Let's talk about awards ceremonies because obviously everything, the whole of this year has virtually been cancelled.
Not everything. I mean, the
No,
Brit
it's
Awards,
gone.
because the
Another-
BET Awards,
Yeah. No,
we kind of went through it.
No, but online, everything
Yeah,
went online.
virtual.
Everyone went virtual, and that's not proper.
Yeah.
That's not real. That's not people in dresses. I don't want to sit in my living room in my pajamas with popcorn. I want to be out there. I want to be watching my stars.
I gotta fix my screen. 1 second, you guys.
Fix your screen. Go on, fix your screen. But this obviously came to my attention this morning because they're now actually postponing things for 2021 as well. This worried me. So I understand 2020, but the Brit Awards announced today that their 2021 ceremony is going to be postponed from February to May. So it's only a 3-month bump. But because of coronavirus and because it doesn't seem to be sort of depleting in the UK currently, so they're behind us in the curve, you know, the
Okay.
whole curve thing. They're behind us. It's still going on, roaring through over there. So the organisers have taken the decision. They consulted with the music industry over the effects of the outbreak and just went, look, let's just bump it. So they bumped it back 3 months to May. What do you
May.
think of this?
2021.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it is what it is. I mean, when it comes to, obviously the Brit Awards, it's, like, it's a big deal because, right?
Yeah.
And they could, and they are, obviously, they are fans of, you know what? We don't want to do a virtual thing.
No, and I'm so glad about that, I have to say.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. They want to do a proper. It's the 41st year of the Brit Awards this year, or rather next year, and it's always held at the O2 Arena in London, which is massive. But it wasn't held there when I went. The few times I went, it was Earl's Court. That's probably a long time ago. But then, of course, the O2 cleaned up its act, and so that's really good now. But it's just, I suppose. For me to hear this, I went, oh no, things are still being postponed. I want my world back so badly.
Yeah.
Tell me about the BET Awards. What are they doing?
Well, basically, BET, the Black Entertainment Television, is celebrating, of course, it's black excellence, and they've been historic and they've been amazing. So this is just obviously in. They did it just a couple of days ago, and they did it obviously virtually. Best female R&B and pop artist was for Lizzo.
Okay.
If you're familiar with Lizzo, she's really dope.
Yeah.
Best male R&B and pop artist went to Chris Brown.
Okay.
Shockingly.
Yeah.
Crazy. I mean, the Weeknd was there. Khalid was there. Kind of get shocked sometimes. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna address something like Chris Brown is also known how he was with Rihanna.
That's
So it's weird. I don't know. I don't get how some of the sisters, I'll say it out there, still support someone who's proven like there.
Yeah.
So
who
I
has
don't
done what he's done.
I don't get it because you got names like Anderson .Paak, The Weeknd, Usher. So it's kind of crazy.
But then in terms of releasing stuff, remember we were talking about this. I mean,
releasing,
Usher,
yeah.
music.
He just released an incredible song a couple of days ago.
Okay, a couple of days ago, but
Yeah.
I
mean, again, The Weeknd has been working. Khalid has been working.
Yeah,
Anderson
yeah.
.Paak has been working. So it's kind of, yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. Best group went to Migos.
Okay.
Also, weirdly enough, kind of crazy. Best male hip hop artist went to the Baby. Can't
Oh,
say
did
the-
it?
The Baby.
The Baby.
Yeah, The Baby. I mean, you got Travis Scott up there, Drake, Future. What? Best female hip hop artist went to Megan Thee Stallion. Let's just say she is out there.
What is she?
That's it. Just
So
out
do you
there.
not approve of her? Because I can tell by
it's
your
not,
tone.
No. See, this is where it's interesting when you say that word. It's not about approval or not. For me, it's just not my taste.
Right.
So personally, it's not
Okay.
my cup of tea. It's not my taste. That does
Yeah.
not cancel her.
Why
it's
is she not your taste? Is she
It's just no, because
quite
the
rude?
kind of hip hop that I personally like is more like a storytelling
Yeah.
and a more lyrical. Not canceling the fun stuff, not saying the party things is wrong.
Right.
On the contrary, I just personally like to
Yeah.
be, kind of taken into a story.
Got it,
Like
got it.
So,
Alright.
what else? Oh, best new artist. This is interesting. Roddy Ricch went as one the new artist as well. So yeah, they went on and did the whole. They also did best movie. They did best actress, best
Who won
actor.
best movie?
Best movie went to Queen and Slim. I haven't seen that film.
Okay, neither of us.
So, with Best Actor, Michael B. Jordan won the Best Actor.
Right.
Again, this is the BET Awards. So
Yeah.
obviously, Sportsman of the Year went to Simone Biles. I hope I said her name right.
Wow,
She's an
wow.
amazing, incredible, sportswoman. Sportsman of the Year went to LeBron James.
Okay.
Hands
there
down.
you go. Yeah.
So yeah, this is it. Yeah. I'm just looking at other awards. They had the BET Her Award, which won by Beyonce with a song called Brown Skin Girl. Yeah.
Did you say
Awards
the
are-
Hair Awards?
The BET Her Awards.
Her Awards.
Yeah.
I thought you
Like
said Hair Award.
Women of
I-
the Year kind of thing.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
thinking that they got a Hair Award.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And Best
Yeah, so-
International Act, I gotta say that, from Nigeria, Burna Boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Burna Boy, right.
I
great.
hope one day we see an Arab, like just up there, like Arab, not originally Arab, just originally like, saying Arab, like, like an Emirati, Jordanian, Lebanese, Sudanian, whatever
Be
it
nice.
is, like, it's
Yeah.
just, I really hope one day we see that on any of the
I think
words.
it's coming, Huss. It's
Hopefully.
coming. It's
I
happening.
feel us coming as
yeah,
well.
the times are changing.
100%. Living right now with Michelle, who's a Lebanese singer-songwriter. She collaborated with Adam Nabil from Oman to do Glad. It's a really good song. We're going to be right back. Keep it unlocked, Pulse 95 Radio. Turn us up on YouTube as well. Watch us, comment, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Keep it Pulse.
I'm glad you see the part of me when I wake up in the morning, feeling so complete. I'm glad you see runs like butter, and it's so because you got me feeling this way. Oh, it's some kind of way. I love it the way you're so fine, looking at me all the time. I never know what to say. I'm scared this will go away. I don't know how this is gonna play out, but I promise you I am glad. I am glad. I am glad to be yours. Promise is something that I'll never break. I'll always be honest.
Yeah.
I will always be honest with you.
So you give it right, yeah, right. Hold it down till I make the flight, yeah. I staying sharp like a samurai. Just prove me right, don't act Gemini. Baby, please, don't say you want it back when it's over. I'm putting all my credit on your sleeves. Better minds grow better with the trees. Now I spot some treasure and I see ya. Might choose, but it's crazy when it's not you. I told you move the same way when it was you. I ain't ashamed, I know it ain't the same, but I know I find a way. Oh yeah.
I am glad. I am glad to be yours. The promise is I will always look back in time to all of our nights messing around, talking about life, about us, talking about
It's Yalla Home
With Anna Schofield.
and Big House.
Let's go. It's Yalla Home. We're live through till 8, so don't leave us. 3 minutes past 7. We have another hour of madness for you. Okay, one has dances. Let me tell you what's coming up this hour. You're crazy.
We are talking Mr. Trump up next. He apparently been suspended from Twitch. If
Yeah.
you get suspended from Twitch, suspended from Twitch. I can't say it. Suspended from Twitch.
There you go.
اطلع برا.
Oh, look, it's good.
How do you
Shut
get
this guy
suspended?
down.
How do you get? You know what Twitch is?
I sort of do. I'm going to be honest.
So if let's say you're playing a game,
Yeah.
right? It's like a live streaming program.
Yeah.
So you can go there and you can actually go live and people can see you play games. You can.
Right.
Well, it's a live streaming app.
Okay.
So it's crazy. I want to know why he got
Yeah,
suspended.
it's quite funny because I read the article because
Okay.
that makes sense. And also, Reddit has just shut down his supporters forum as well.
Wow.
Love.
Okay.
Also, let's talk the MTV Awards. So they're going ahead. So earlier on in the last hour, we talked about how the BET Awards have just gone and that was
Yeah.
done online, wasn't
Yeah.
it? And then we have the Brit Awards who have postponed their ceremony from next February to next
MTV
May.
Awards? You talking about MTV Awards?
MTV.
MTV?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
No, they're still going on.
Yeah.
Really? That's what.
Listen, it was an awards section.
That's funny.
I know that is really funny.
Yeah.
They're happening in Brooklyn on August the 30th, and
Brooklyn.
with people though. People are attending.
That's not cool.
So they thank you. So that's why I
That's
said,
not
is
cool.
this wise or stupid?
Not wise.
Thank you.
We're also going to take you back in 2013. I just made Anna watch the clip of
did.
obviously Channel 4 in the UK is the first mainstream British TV channel to broadcast the Muslim call for prayer. What do you think about that? Like, I'm really, really interested to know your thoughts, Anna.
Well, it's beautiful seeing London. Well, you have to understand, I lived in Bow, in the east of London for a very long time.
There's a lot of
That's around
diverse.
the corner from Brick Lane. There are a lot of mosques around there, and I used to wake up at sort of 4 a.m. and
the call for prayer.
The call to prayer.
Nice.
And I loved it then when I lived in London, and that's what, 20 years ago. Yeah, all
got
that
it.
time
17
ago.
years ago. Yeah, she was just 17.
12, yeah,
Well, yeah,
yeah,
12, 13. But, hey, women and number of age. I mean, this is a whole
Don't
dilemma.
start.
Yeah.
Don't start. I will
start
throw
it.
the water at you.
If you're watching, there is actually water far away from the equipment. I'm just saying, you know, and she will definitely throw that.
I will.
I'm going to take a break right now. This is Fawzia, ladies and gentlemen, which is a Moroccan-Canadian singer sensation. This is The Road. We're going to be right back. Keep it pulse.
This ain't goodbye for real now. This ain't goodbye for real. Don't wanna see you cry now. Don't wanna see your tears. Do you remember all of the things we did? All of the crazy memories when we were only kids. Oh, let me soar. Oh, I want more. Time to hit the road now. Time to hit the road. Time to let it go now. Time to let it go. I'ma hit the road. I'ma hit the road. Taking all the chances, taking all the falls. I'll keep all the memories. I'll break down the walls. Time to hit the road. Time to hit the road. Thinking of all the journeys, thinking of what comes next, thinking of brighter days that lie ahead. Oh, let me soar. Oh, I want more. Time to hit the road now. Time to hit the road. Time to let it go now. Time to let it go. I'ma hit the road. I'ma hit the road. Taking all the chances, taking all the falls. I'll keep all the memories. I'll break down the walls. Time to hit the road. Time to hit the Time to hit the road. Time to let it go now. Time to let it go. I'ma hit the road. I'ma hit the road. Taking all the chances, taking all the falls. I'll keep all the memories. I'll break down the walls. Time to hit the road. Time to hit the road.
It's Yalla Home
With Anna Schofield.
and Big House.
SMS Pulse 95. We want to hear from you. 4215. Anytime.
It's Yalla Home. We're live through till 8 o'clock. Anna Schofield and Big Hass, as the good people said. Let's talk Donald Trump. He gives so much ammo, just so much content, you know, to have a go at. It's quite funny. The fact that he's running one of the biggest countries in the world is terrifying. But he's recently, today, I'm just looking for the actual time, been suspended from Twitch.
I like the way you said that. Because other headlines were like, social media drops the hammer on Team Trump.
Yeah, bam. No, well, just the same, but
Yeah.
they've shut down his supporters forum. So Twitch and Reddit join Facebook and Twitter, who've already done it, in banning and fact-checking the president and his supporters' posts.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. He's been suspended from live streaming on the platform Twitch for, here's the reason, hateful conduct. And Reddit has shut down a forum for the president's supporters.
With that, I mean, that's
Yeah.
a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. But I mean, Twitch is owned by Amazon, and it just said we got to do this hateful conduct. It's got to stop. So I mean, everyone is shutting him down.
I think a spokesman from Twitch said, like anyone else, politicians on Twitch must adhere. I like that word, adhere.
Adhere.
You has to adhere.
Which means obey.
Obey.
Yeah.
To our terms of service and community guidelines. We do not make exceptions for politics or newsworthy content, and will take actions on content reported to us that violates the rules. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And it's just funny to me.
Yeah, and they said as well, in line with our policies, the channel has been issued a temporary suspension from Twitch for comments made on the stream and offering content that has been removed. So they removed his content and they've banned him. It's brilliant. I love it. I mean, it speaks for itself.
Look, I mean, it does.
I've just seen something that he said, no wonder. I don't know whether I should read it out or not.
Can we say it? What did
In
he say?
2016, at a Trump rally, the president said that Mexico, I can't even believe that these words came out of his mouth, Mexico was sending, I'm not going to say what it is, criminals to the United States.
Yeah.
Criminals.
He did say that.
Right.
He did say that, but this is, I mean, they banned him now.
Yeah.
So this must be something else. Again, this hateful.
Something's come
You know,
along,
again,
yeah.
the thing is, when it comes to someone like him, it's just. We talked about it in the beginning of the show. It's not about politics. I don't understand. I don't like politics itself. I am talking from the perspective of how you are with other people and what you are. Like, we all know that when he made fun of the disabled reporter or somebody who had a condition.
Yeah.
You make fun of him in front of all these people, and the people are laughing. See, this is my worst thing ever. Yeah,
Right.
it's not him. Like, imagine
Well,
he
no,
did
it is
that.
him, Hasto.
No,
He does
imagine
say
it's
it.
him, and then the people booing him. That's strong. You're gonna be shut down all of a second.
Yeah.
But when the people are laughing with you on something that you made fun of, it's not like, this is where the scary part. Some Americans believe that he's funny. He's actually a leader. He's actually a human. You know, like, wow. Like, how are you that? How are you a decent human if you are going to be making fun of somebody because of his disability?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. But people do like strong people, and Trump is
But there's nothing strong about that. There's nothing strong.
But that's people see it as strength because he says it
And
out
that works.
loud.
That's exactly. See, when somebody comes in and says, something is like killing cats is a good thing, right?
Right.
And then you go like, that's great. And you have people supporting him. You're like, how is that a good thing? It's not strong. It's not. This is what kind of puts me a bit down when it comes to this. This gentleman who happens to be like a leader of a
of the
big
Western
force.
world. Yeah, I know.
You know?
Terrifying.
And it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know. So President Trump has been banned from Twitch.
Banned from Twitch.
From the social media platform.
He's banned. He's on a suspension, and they're going to continue fact checking him, but also his supporters, which I like.
We're going to be right back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're approaching the blessed prayer for Al Maghrib. Actually, I want to take this moment as we're approaching, without playing any song or anything. As we know, the prayers and the worship places are being kind of reopening, which is a good thing. And hopefully, if you're listening to us right now, it's a blessed thing. And again, we have it. إنما الأعمال بالنيات. Everything is about intentions. And it doesn't really matter where you pray and where, because I know it's very difficult, especially if you're used to going to pray at mosques and going to, it was a tough time that you're not allowed to go or not go. Like in Ramadan, this is all you do. You go to mosque and you kind of, get closer to God that way. So again, as we're approaching the blessed prayer for Maghrib, I just want to wish everybody blessings and peace.
This is Pulse 95.
It's Yalla Home
With Anna Schofield.
on Big House.
Jibu. Yalla, Anna, aywa. See, this is it. No, rule number 1, if you're Arab, you put your hands up.
I know.
Allah.
I was actually doing the Saudi dance, which is
nice.
the snakes.
That's not
snake
that
arm.
looks more Egyptian to me. But
Does it? Does it? Okay. Well, you need to teach me the distinctions. I'm trying. It's very hard
Saudi
for me to get
is a
regional.
one hand, maybe.
Oh, one
One
hand.
hand, yeah.
And then it goes, it's snakey snake, doesn't it?
If you're watching on YouTube, screen record that stuff.
This is
You can look at your camera, right?
Yeah, there we go. Look, this is Saudi.
Okay, this is really priceless right now.
He taught me.
Yeah,
But
I
this
didn't do a
isn't
good
Saudi
job.
music. But Arabs also, you taught me.
Yeah. Are you? Oh, you do that again?
I've seen you. See, it's all
if
about the
somebody's
YouTube,
watching
isn't it?
right now. You're having a blast. Let's talk MTV and the fact that actually the MTV VMA Awards are set to take place in August 30th in Brooklyn. But with people.
Yeah, with a live venue.
Okay.
They got it all going on. So they've decided August the 30th. So
Okay.
if you were listening to the show earlier, you'll know that the Brit Awards have postponed their awards from February 2021. I mean, we're not even through, the holidays in December, and they've
Yeah.
already postponed that and moved it to May the 11th. The BET Awards, they've been on and done their thing online.
Yeah.
Now you've got MTV going, well, we don't care. We're hosting them. We're going to have
Wow.
restrictions. We're going to do everything as safe as possible. August the 30th, we'll be there
It's
in
happening.
Brooklyn. Yeah. So there you go.
What do you think about that? Because you're also, at the other hand, you're saying that schools are going to be back, so maybe awards needs to be back as well, just to be fair everybody.
I hear you. Look, we are in malls.
Yeah.
We are.
So
Has.
خلاص، شوية
We're in
شوية.
restaurants.
Yeah.
We're, we're on beaches. We're doing it all.
You know where I stand in this whole thing? In this
In the
whole
middle.
debate? No.
Go.
I stand, if you're really showing me that you are taking precaution, I don't care what you do. And that's why I am
Okay.
a little bit weirded out with the school system, because you're not gonna tell kids not to be closer with each other, especially young kids. It's gonna be very difficult for you to arrange that. So it's not realistic. Whereas if it's an award system and they tell you, okay,
They
there's
are gonna
social distancing.
Yeah.
I'm going to
30%
cinema.
capacity.
Cinema Aqil here is a local, incredible independent business. They're amazing. When you go there, it's a place that fits, let's say, 50 people, 20 people watch
Yeah,
the movie.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And they will do that.
And if that's the case,
they're
then
gonna do
I
that.
personally have no problem with it,
Yeah.
because you got to move on. You're right.
Yeah.
Things are opening, but responsibly, not over
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah, but
breathing on
the kids, I think they can handle it.
I hope
They're
so.
going to do one gate
She
for
really
in.
wants the kids to
one
go back.
I really do. I'm not going to lie. One gate for in, one gate for out. They're going to split the corridors down the middle. So if you're walking one way, you're on the right-hand
Wow.
side, walking the other left-hand side, you can't be, within 2 meters of each other. All the kids wearing masks. There's sanitizer everywhere. Desks are being moved apart in class. It's going to be absolutely fine. And I think they should all go back.
Wow. Yeah,
Sorry,
if you feel that
I
way,
lost
you
it
feel that way.
momentarily
Ladies
there.
and gentlemen, yeah, let us know. 4215 at Salat and do what do you think? You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Pulse 95 Radio. This is Anna Schofield. You can definitely see her. We Fly, Abri and the Dream Fleet.
Love this.
This guy is incredible. We talked about him on the local Pulse, and we spoke about him. We play his music. We can get him tomorrow on the show. I just don't want to.
What?
Because this guy, you need to see him live.
I want to see him tomorrow.
No, on
Is he
Zoom.
coming in on the tomorrow?
No.
Coming on the tomorrow.
We would love
Let's
to.
do it tomorrow.
We would love to.
I want to play the.
We're going to be right back.
I like that instrument. You know the beats?
I love it. Abdi, take it away, my brother. Pulse 95 Radio. Keep it locked always.
Never been down. How this feels to me. So real, like it was meant to be. My eyes wide open, everything so clear. My third eye wide open, everything so clear. Never been down. How this feels to me. So real, like it was meant to be. My eyes wide open, everything so clear. My third eye wide open, everything so clear. Sometimes we fly, always you and I. Yeah. Sometimes we fly, always you and I. Yeah. No memories past, it's a new beginning. You bring out the best in me. I can do anything. Lay next to me. Never leave, never leave. Let's close our eyes and drift into wherever. 'Cause my memory's back. It's a new beginning. You bring out the best in me. I can do anything. Lay next to me and never leave, never leave. Let's close our eyes and drift into wherever. 'Cause sometimes we fly. Always, you and I. Sometimes we fly. Always, you and I. Yes, and oh, you and I, you and I. So real, so real, so real, yeah. In the beginning, you flow out on me. You flow out of me. Well, sometimes everything's so clear. Everything's so clear. Everything's so clear. You flow over me, say you flow over me. Sometimes we fly, you flow over me. Said it's all so clear. We flow, we flow.
Is Pulse 95
It's Yalla Home
with Anna Schofield.
and Big House.
Yep, we're live through till 8 o'clock. Nice having you with us, Anna and Hassan.
Whoa. Okay.
Like that.
Hassan means you're angry at me.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, Hassan, I have got a few things I'd like to run by you.
Okay, okay. I can shut the mic easily. 'Cause that's-
Don't turn me off. You mustn't turn a lady off.
I mean,
Remember, we've been
you
through
must
this.
do that, but I mean, it's a microphone issue.
Has.
So see,
No, it's not a microphone
it's
issue.
on off.
Don't press that
You
button.
can simply.
Don't press that
Yeah,
button.
no pressing. Okay, talking about tolerance. Okay, that's
Oh,
good.
nicely
See?
flipped, yeah.
Nice. This is really great. So I saw this morning, and I really thought of you first. Channel 4 is the first mainstream British TV channel to broadcast
Amazing.
the Muslim call to prayer live each and every morning throughout the month-long religious festival of Ramadan.
Love it.
So imagine every on 2013. It's really crazy because the specially short call to prayer is delivered by Hassan Rasool, who's considered one of the best muezzins in the UK and shows scenes from across London. I just showed it to you.
Yeah.
Take me through some of the emotions, because I personally, I kind of got emotional today. I woke up. This is the kind of first thing I saw. I'm like listening to the adhan. That we actually we want to take the opportunity to thank Pulse 95 because it's one of the very few stations, if not the only one, English-wise,
Yep.
that plays the adhan in the actual prayer time
correct.
when you're driving. It's such a beautiful thing to be part of, right? It's historic. Okay, we are Sharjah's first and only English radio station,
Yeah.
but we're also the first station that actually airs the Adhan as it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
So
I agree with you.
when you see this is coming from your hometown. This is where you are, and you tell us, how big is Channel 4 in the UK?
Oh, it's huge. So it's one of the terrestrial TV stations. So you've got BBC
Mainstream,
One.
right?
Yeah, mainstream. Channel 4 is great. So BBC One, BBC Two, and then now you have all the kind of offshoots and the satellite channels and the different versions of it. But actually, fundamentally, there was ITV and Channel 4.
I know, yeah.
So like, you know, it's the main one, and then you've got E4 and the different offshoots of Channel 4 as well. So, but Channel 4 were always that channel that were doing things like that first. They were
Interesting.
always pushing it a bit more.
I'm going to read some of the comments that, kind of that are on YouTube.
Okay.
So this guy is saying, although I'm a Christian, I still love this call to prayer.
Yeah.
I was sent here for homework by my teacher, but I'm getting distracted since this sounds so relaxing and nice. And this is a person who
great,
doesn't
isn't it?
understand what's going on like,
Right.
at all. There's so many of these comments like that, And I think this is why, because it's coming from within,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
This is not like, this is something that British people would stumble on, whether they're seeing on the TV, because you're saying it's a commercial, commercial TV station.
Yeah, so it will be shown
Yeah.
and people will watch it.
Yeah.
But also, that's really interesting, that comment that you've just read out from that person who
Yeah.
stumbled, across it, because I always thought that it's calming and nice.
Yeah.
And when I was in my 20s, living in East London, it was a part of my life, but it wasn't something that it was only part of my life because I would wake up to it in the morning and love it and go back to sleep. But it was
Yeah.
never something that I thought, oh, that's annoying, that woke me up. Never.
That's
So
crazy.
it's interesting to be here all these years later and be sitting here in the UAE, and it's part of my life in a big way.
Yeah. I mean,
but
a
it
lot
is
of these
calming
comments
and
like that,
nice.
a lot of them, like, although I'm not Muslim, but I love this prayer, is so peaceful.
Yeah.
There's a lot of it. Like, even other religions, right? Like, I'm Buddhist. I love this prayer.
Yeah.
It was like that.
Wow.
And I love Islam. And it was just so crazy and so nice. So it just shows you again that the concept of this religion generally as a whole, it's all to be one, and it kind of saddens me to see, and that's why I wanted to bring this, because again, me and you come from different different backgrounds, different religions, different even thinking and beliefs, but we still do the show every single weekday, and you are my homie for life. Fist bumping right here for you two.
Are we allowed?
Yes, we are.
Okay,
Fist bump is okay.
bumping.
So you know what I mean? It's all good.
Yeah.
And I think on that beautiful note, I think it's time for us to part ways with you guys for today. 30th of June. Peace and blessings. I hope you're safe. Please know that thank God for everything. A lot of people are losing their jobs. A lot of people are losing health. A lot of people are losing loved ones. So if you are not facing any of these, just say thank you and alhamdulillah. And alhamdulillah. I love that. Peace and love. And we say assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.